I've got 3 120 milliliter bottles here. These are obviously used and abused. These are bottles that flavoring had came in. I just keep reusing them. Why not? The very first thing I have to do is put in vegetable glycerin, and I'm going to start off with doing that. Now, all of these 3 will take the same amount of vegetable glycerin and the same amount of nicotine. However, the PG and the flavorings, of course, is going to be different per recipe. And this is a 50 milliliter measuring device here. And so what I am going to do is just take my big old bottle of vegetable glycerin, and I'm going to fill it to 50 milliliters. Slow down there, cowboy. Okay, good enough. I usually will go just a tad over. That way, I know I've got it. And it takes just a little bit. It is what it is. It's kind of a thick, syrupy kind of stuff. I just take my time. I let it all drain as much as possible until it starts dripping. Once it starts dripping, then you know, and slows down dripping, then I call it. It's close enough, because I put in just a tad over. Okay, so each one gets 80.4, so that was 50. Now I'm going to put in another 30. There we go, good enough. And that might, well, I got the others to do. I don't know why I put that on. Okay. Almost got this in there. Okay, and that's the 80. I'll add the 0.4 in just a moment. Let me go ahead and get that far in these 2 bottles, and I'll see you right back. Okay, now I get to add the 0.4 in there. First, I'm going to clean out my syringe. And it's a blunt tip, don't worry. And before I go any further, I want to make a note on this. When you start using these syringes, you're going to find out really quick that the numbers wear off fast, much faster than what the syringe becomes hard to use, because it'll get stiff. So what I do is I take clear packing tape and I wrap it around the syringe, and that way my fingers and stuff aren't actually rubbing the painted on numbers, and they stay put, you know, for longer than what the syringe will last. So we got to put 0.4 in of VG in each one of these, and what that is me dropping the syringe. What that is just under a half a milliliter. It's, you know, 0.4 milliliters. So let me just stab my little thing here and pull up 0.4. Put it in that one. Do it again. And some people do this by weight. I do it by volume. One more time. And there we go. Clean the syringe back out. And the next thing that's going to be the same in all 3 is going to be the nicotine solution that it gets. And all of them are going to get 7.2 milliliters. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to pick up our bigger syringe, our 10 milliliter syringe, and clean it out. Got the nicotine over here. I'm going to shake it, make sure it's all mixed up good. Now this is salt nic, and it's mixed 50-50, 50 PG, 50 VG. So your recipe will vary on what kind of nic you use. Okay, so I need 7.2 milliliters of each. One more time. And there we go. That would be our nicotine. Okay, let me go put up the nicotine and I will be right back. Alrighty, we've capped off the other bottles. We'll deal with them as we go along. And so what I'm going to do is start out with the PG that I need for this recipe. This is the strawberry milk one that I'm doing, that I'm showing you on camera. I'm just only going to show you me putting this one together. I mean, the rest are kind of, you know, self-explanatory after you see one. Again, it's not an instructional video. There are tons of content creators out there that do make instructional videos for this. This is not one of them. Because, you know, they're going to tell you all the things like wear, you know, eye protection, wear gloves, and, you know, so you do you, boo, and I'm not instructing you whether to do it or not or whatever. All I know is I'm not dead yet. So anyway, I need 1.2 milliliters of PG to add in there. That's propylene glycol. No, not the same stuff that's put in antifreeze. Okay, so 1.2. Let me clean that out. Let me go ahead and grab the only flavorings that I have that are small is the sucralose here, and that's 1.2 milliliters as well. So let me go ahead and get that out of the way, and now switch to the bigger syringe. So, okay, 1.2 milliliters of sucralose. That's a sweetener. I'm sure you already know that. I'm not a big fan of additives in my juices, but, you know. Okay, so that was the sucralose. Let me go ahead and switch this over to the large syringe. And we'll start out with the strawberry, which is 4.8. Trying to get it, that last little bit sometimes can be a pain. Okay, strawberry is in. Next up, what's the first? The vanillas, the cupcake, and they both get 12.6 milliliters. So, a vanilla cupcake right here, and obviously this is only 10 milliliters, so we will take it up to 10. Put that in, and then we'll get another 2.6. Just like that. Clean our syringe out, cap our bottle, put it away. I'm just blowing the, you know, cycling this real fast to blow the excess moisture out of it. So, okay, vanilla swirl, 12.6 of that. That would be 10 of it. Another 2.6. In there just like that. Clean the syringe. Cap the bottle and put that flavor away. Cap this bottle. Give it a good shake. And you've got 120 milliliters of 6% nicotine. Not 6%. 6 milligram nicotine. Sorry, not 6%. 6 milligram nicotine. And strawberry milk flavor, what I call strawberry milk flavor. Now also, I also do my own coils and wicks. So I use what they call a RDTA. It's a rebuildable tank atomizer. And so I do buy my wire that's already Clapton. It's Clapton wire. I do that. I buy that already made. It's not that expensive, and you can buy, you know, several rolls of it and have a lifetime supply. And so, and I do my own wicks, and so I replace the wicks about every 60 milliliters, and then the coils as needed. Most of the time I get a couple of months out of a set of coils. So it's when you want to break it down, it becomes real inexpensive to do. And again, you can store these supplies, a fair amount of them, in a small, you know, in a small space, and be able to, you know, have your nicotine anytime you need. So I think it's a great barter item. I really do. And if you are a smoker or already a vapor, you know, it's the way to go. Learn how to make your own juice, learn how to do your own coils, your own wicks, and because, you know, there are plenty of vapors out there, but they rely on that supply chain to buy coils, and they rely on the supply chain to buy juice. Okay, if you don't know how to make the stuff yourself and don't have the supplies to make it, it doesn't matter if you vape or not, you're not going to be any better off than a smoker. So you got to have the things to be able to do the things. Anyway, if anybody's got any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer, and hopefully you learned something from this. With that, I hope you have a great day. Shalom.